friends, welcome back to the flower farm. It is April now, it's beautiful, the spring flowers are all in bloom. It's been a while since we've had a chat about the flowers and shown you around, so I wanted to show you our tulips and our ranunculus and all our lovely spring flowers today. It's been so busy over the last month and a half with weddings and hen parties and workshops, but it's been fabulous. But now everything's looking so swell. If you remember in the last video, I was showing you all the ranunculus and saying about how I couldn't wait to open the polytunnel doors and walk in and see all the colour. Well, over the last few weeks it's happened. So let's go have a look and see the different varieties that are growing in here. Wow, isn't it just beautiful? I love coming in here and just deciding what to put in the posies, and sometimes I just love it so much that I just want to come in and look and not cut anything at all, but that's not what this is all about. This is farming as opposed to a garden, so these flowers are for cutting. So I'll show you some of the varieties here. It's been actually a really good season for us. I know the weather has been a bit funny, as in it's literally rained all spring from March on until now. It looks like nice and sunny today, but actually it's been very wet. But our ranunculus have done really well. I think because it hasn't been too hot for them as well. We do give our ranunculus a feed every single week. And I think that's what's made them have such good strong stems, because they're very hungry plants. So I'll start with these lovely yellow ones. These ones are called giallo. Now I do apologise in advance if I am butchering any Italian words here, but they are fantastic. Like the stems on them are massive. They're really sturdy. They're fabulous. They open up massively. They're really good flower. And so many of my weddings actually love yellow. So they do, and I love yellow as well. It's so brilliant for spring. It goes lovely with salmon. It goes lovely with orange and coral. It matches so many different colours. So that's definitely one that I'm going to be growing for next year as well. This is Rosa Chiaro. This is a beautiful pink. Now it's a really striking pink, very bright pink, which is maybe not the most popular for weddings unless a couple really like pink, which not everyone does. I do, I think it's fabulous. But these have been gorgeous in table arrangements. We did a Easter table center workshop and they were really popular for it because they open up beautifully. They actually have tons and tons of buds on each stem. And I would use all those wee buds for buttonholes and things like that. So they're another one that's definitely going to be on my list for next year. Actually, all these are going to be on my list for next year as well, but next year there will be more added to it, but I will just tell you all of these as well. So clementine are amazing. If you like orange, I love orange. Orange is fabulous. I think it does not look tacky in the garden. I think it looks beautiful. So orange just goes so nicely with, look, it looks lovely with the pink, it looks lovely with the yellow. It's just really striking its own, even if you have just a big pile of greenery and then some orange, really striking. And they also have massive, really thick, sturdy stems that aren't going to flop over. These are the violets, viola. These are beautiful as well because they're such an unusual color. You don't often get a flower as dark as that, so very beautiful. The stems on these aren't as thick, but they are really super tall, so they're probably the tallest one that I have. So because of their unusual color, I will definitely keep growing them. But I would say that they're maybe not just as sturdy a stem as the other ones, but because of the color, everybody loves them. These ones, actually, I'm not sure if I'll grow these ones next year, veneer. Hopefully that's how you say it. They're really pretty, really dainty, but they're not really that good for bouquets. They're good for weddings because they like the little stems and the different kind of things, but for cut flower, like my seasonal posies, they're not just as good. These ones are one of my all-time favorites, Fragilino. They're like a coral color, very thick stem, really sturdy. Not the tallest in the world, but really lovely. I don't know if you can hear this rain. I'm really struggling to even talk over the rain. That's what it's been like all day. Massive rain, really hot sunshine. That's just the weather at the minute. But they are beautiful. I love them. They go well on seasonal posies. They're actually gorgeous in wedding flowers with some of more pastel colors. So I would definitely recommend growing those. I grew those last year as well and loved them so much that I got a lot more this year. I actually got some champagne coloured corms this year from Green and Gorgeous Bulbs in England. Rachel, she has written a new book about perennials, but I was so excited to try these. They're lovely. They're really unusual, like color. They're not like an orange. They're not like a peach. They're like a champagne color, but they are really, really gorgeous. These ones, I have basically cut most of these. That's why there's not that many there. Salmon. They've been my most popular one this year. Salmon, because you don't often get flowers in that color. When you're maybe in the supermarket, if you're looking for a little bunch, you would never see anything as beautiful as this. So they've been so popular. They're really sturdy, really brilliant stems as well. And they have so many gorgeous petals. But the biggest selling point of these is their really pretty color. Very, very dainty and beautiful. Then we have a massive sea of Pastello. So I don't know if you remember when I was planting these, I was actually really, really late in planting them. I ended up planting them on my Christmas holidays. That's how late it was, because it was so busy up and run up to Christmas with the wreath workshops. So you can see that they're slightly behind the ones that are further up, which suits me well, because they will keep coming, you know, as the other ones start to tire. But they're another one that's a really, really brilliant color. A lovely light pink, just so good for wedding work, you know, and lovely at this time of year and matches everything. Looks gorgeous with the orange, looks gorgeous with the burgundy color, looks lovely with coral, looks lovely with white. Beautiful. These ones are actually a mixed bunch. They haven't quite come out yet, but they're about to pop. Oh, there's one. You see, it's more of a bitone, and they're lovely. They're actually from Farmer Gracie, and I've been really impressed with these ones. They're good stems on them as well. So once they pop, they'll be really beautiful as well. Now, along here we have all our veg. I was telling you about that one time before. Our sweet pea, which is coming up really well. These were the tulips that, if you remember, that I forgot about and found randomly and planted like the end of January. They were the first ones to come out. The Mystic Van Elk was the very, very first tulip. It's always our first tulip. It came out on the 20th of March, which is actually my birthday. That's how I remember. I think they came out so quickly because in this polytunnel, there's the plastic on the doors as well. So there's not really, the temperatures stay really high in here. So they come out, and our spring green, I love them because they go with everything as well. So we still lose quite a few more to come through in here. Amazing Grace and all are still to come. But we have harvested so many tulips from here, which is why it's looking quite sparse, because we take the whole thing out and then we just cut the bulb and compost the bulbs and keep the flowers. That way you get really, really good stem length, and they don't come back anyway the next year after that. So that's in here. I want to go and show you all the tulips in the other polytunnel as well, because they are looking spectacular. Let's go. So how about this for a colour fest? These are our polytunnel tulips. We only did 2 beds of polytunnel tulips this year. I did a video before about why I was planting less tulips this year, and I'm actually really pleased with that decision, because they have all come up and we have been able to use basically most of them, and hardly any of them have gone to waste this year, because, as I said before, tulips, they could be really sunny and they come up and then suddenly, you know, you have to get rid of them all at once. Or if you're trying to plan them for a wedding, it can be quite hard, because depending on weather and things, you don't know exactly when they're about to come out. But I've been really, really pleased with them this year, and they have been absolutely stunning. Now, my favourite tulip of all time is brown sugar. We have some brown sugar in there. They have been very short stemmed this year for me. Every other year they're massive, and they don't have the same scent. So I'm a wee bit confused about that, and really disappointed, because I look forward to brown sugar every single year so much, because it smells of rose and they are astounding. But we had brownie in here, which are like the big double peony type tulips. They're one of our first to flower, and they're so unusual and like that brown color. So they are very popular. So they're ready to come out now. We have our charming lady and all in here as well. We had my favorite types this year, which is really unusual for me, have been the fringed single ones. So the white swan, that was a white swan that we grew that had the fringed top, they have been my favorite. I have none of them left. And my other favorite one was actually the white single one. It was more of like a cream one, North Pole. It was really, really stunning as well. So those have the single ones have been my favorite this year, which is really, really strange for me. But I love them all, as you know. And we have still loads to come out. Like, these are all still to come out yet. And we have our, these are going to be fringed as well. These are really, really pink fringed ones that I love. Really have taken a shine to fringed tulips. But look at the stem length in these. They're just unbelievable. And they're about to pop. So that's quite exciting. These ones are shorter stem, but they are really, really beautiful. They will all be going in this week's orders. We've hardly had a tulip to spare this year because obviously we've planted a lot less. But I'm really pleased with them. I love them. They come out so early as well, which makes you feel really great whenever it's March and, you know, it's been such a long winter and then you have this flurry of tulips. So I did a video before on my top 10 tulips and showed you all the ones I was planting. So you can have a look at that and you'll just see which ones, because a lot of them have been and gone, like the apricot star have been and gone. But I love them. The outside ones are flowering now, but the white ones are out and the burgundy lace fringed ones are out as well. I always find that the outside tulips are a lot shorter stemmed, so that's why I always grow some in the tunnel, even though they do come up quick and then they're gone. But I really just recommend growing them in the tunnel. I just think it's exciting because you can get ones before, you know, you would find them in like the supermarket or something. So, and it just makes you feel happy, you know, whenever you see the tulips and the ranunculus and everything. So yes, it's been a fantastic year. Those ones there, the sun lover, the yellow ones, I don't think I'm going to grow those again. I love them and I think they're quite scented, which I quite like, but they're too floppy for me. And I think they are very beautiful in weddings if they come out at the right time. They were gorgeous in my Easter table center workshops, and they're beautiful. Like, if you cut the stems really far down and they're like supported by something. But because they're so floppy, I just haven't really found them that useful for my bouquet. So as much as I adore the color and think they look spectacular, I'm not going to grow them next year, which is a wee bit sad. Maybe I'll grow a couple just to look at. The anemones have also been an absolute roaring success. I only grow 2 varieties of anemones at the minute. I think next year I'll grow a lot more. But they've been really, some of them I have let grow because let get massive now because I want to get some seeds. But these have been fabulous. So the fuchsia ones, the stems have been ginormous. Like for anemones, that is a really, really, really long stem. And the, what do you call them? The white and black ones, forgot their name just momentarily. They have been amazing too, and they have been, I think I've put them in every single wedding bouquet that I've done this year because they're just so beautiful and they keep coming. And what I will do now is like chop all these ones and then there will be another flush of them, so they keep coming as well. So I don't know if you can tell, but I love spring flowers. I think they're probably one of my favorites because it's been such a long time without them. Like there's loads of summery ones now, like have really taken off, like the corncockles, the yarrow down there, and the roses and the sweet pea and the sweet william and the larkspur. They're all really taken off now, so they'll all be coming up quite quickly. And the stalks are actually gaining colour too. So the early summer ones are on their way. So it's just great, isn't it? Growing flowers is fabulous. So we have a lot more to do in terms of getting our seeds out, and that will be the next stage. So right now, that's why I'm so dirty today, because I'm getting my outside beds ready and I'm hardening everything off, so to get all the summer flowers ready. So over the next few weeks, I'll be showing you all that process as well. So I just wanted to give you a wee update today. I'll be doing a lot more videos now, just to show you everything that's happening on the farm. But don't forget to like and comment and let me know what's happening where you're at. I love hearing about the different areas and your different climates and what grows well for you and what doesn't, and comparing it to here in our very temperate climate. So like and comment and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you do get notified whenever we release our next video. So I will see you then.